over and you start over because Lewis kills you. It's the alternate cutscene.
Oh, you were just trying to fucking get me
Looks like they're
killed.
backing
I
off.
see how it is.
So,
No, I've done.
what do
I
we do
usually do it
now?
every playthrough. I let
Bridge I
Lewis kill
crossed
me
to
once
get
just
here
to do the
is built.
cutscene.
So I guess we have no choice but to keep moving. I forgot something. You guys go on ahead.
No, you shoot him too many times, and then he like
Lewis.
clutches his shoulder like cutscene wise that you shot him. And he's bleeding like he's just been shot, and he looks at Leon and he's like, can't remember exactly what he says, but he says something. That's how you want to play it, or something like that, something along those lines. And then he whips out his Red 9 and fucking one-handed, while he still clutched his wounded shoulder, he one-handed fucking blasts Leon down with like 7 rounds to the chest, and he's like, "It's over, Leon." Fucking. And Leon falls to the ground dead. But it's an actual full cutscene and everything of Lewis killing Leon if you shoot him too many times.
Nice.
But actually, if you stay near Lewis, he'll drop you ammo pretty frequently.
Oh yeah, he dropped me a shit ton of stuff. I used my shotgun pretty much through that whole deal just because that's what he was giving me, was shotgun.
And the Lewis Sarah bottle cap, because there's collectible bottle caps. They're kind of like the figurines in Resident Evil 5 and 6. They're bottle caps in Resident Evil 4, which is the first one to do that. You earn them at the shooting ranges, which you won't get the first shooting range until you're in the castle. It's just a mini game with the merchant that's kind of a pain in the ass. It's the most pain in the ass achievement and most pain in the ass like accomplishment to do in the game is to get every bottle cap. But
Yeah.
The Lewis bottle cap, all the bottle caps have unique dialogue that isn't actually seen in the cutscenes in the game at all. But the Lewis one is pretty funny because it's referencing that fight of him and Leon fighting off all the fags at the cabin. And it's like Lewis shooting his gun. And it's got a full sound effects and everything. He's shooting off his Red 9. He's like, "Did you send out those invitations? I told you no more than 50 people." Because you fucking have to fight like an army right there.
Yeah,
What are you, boy?
there was a lot.
Is that old Thank you. What are you, boy?
No, Lewis Sarah's a great character. I like him. It's stupid that he's not playable in the Mercenaries mode.
Oh
And
yeah.
a couple of the characters who you can unlock for the Mercenaries, it's like they're not even in the game. Why the fuck are they in Mercenaries mode? Lewis is actually in the game, seen doing combat, has a fucking uses a Red 9, so that would be a signature thing he could have in his inventory for Mercenaries and everything. It's like, why is Lewis not in the Mercenaries mode? Seriously. Fucking dumb. Because they've got, not that I'm disappointed by this, because he's one of the most badass Resident Evil characters, but he's a very obscure one who has nothing to do with Resident Evil 4 at all. One of the ones they have is Hunk, is in fucking Resident Evil 4's mercenary mode. And I'm not saying they should take out Hunk, I'm saying they should have just included Lewis in the mercenaries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have Hunk in there. It's like, he has nothing to do with this game in any way. He's never referenced or anything in the entire game. And he's one of the best Mercenaries characters. He's got my highest Mercenaries score in Resident Evil 4. He's my best character for it. I think I got like fucking 200-something thousand points on the village stage with him.
Nice.
And you have to consider Resident Evil 4 is the first one that had a true Mercenaries mode. It's hard to get fucking 50,000 points. The fact that I broke 200k with Hunk was pretty impressive. If the leaderboards would have ever worked, I could have seen how high up I was, but the leaderboards never worked. Anytime I tried to click on it, it just said unavailable. That was in the 360 version. And now my leaderboard spot won't carry over because it's a new version of the game, and I don't think I can replicate that performance with Hunk, because that was once in a lifetime. Because Mercenaries in that game's hard. Because to get points, it relies entirely on combos and fucking getting the combo time bonuses that give you like bonus points for getting a big combo. But you get a lot less time. You're only by yourself, unlike Mercenaries in 5 and 6, where you can have a partner. And it's harder to find all the combo times and the time bonuses. And then enemies, because you're by yourself, you got a lot less ammo to work with while having nobody to back you up. And the enemies are just overly harder and harder to get in groups and keep a combo going. The great thing about Hunk is that he's got basically the best hand-to-hand in the game. I don't remember what his fucking... what his knee stun or his grappled move is, where he gets grabbed when you shake them off. I don't remember what that is, and I don't remember what he does if you stun them in the leg. I don't remember what his fucking move is, but I know if you stun with a headshot, his hand-to-hand move's an instant kill on anything. Even the chainsaw characters and stuff, he insta-kills with his hand-to-hand.
Oh, wow.
It's because he does a neck breaker, Chris Redfield style, but before Chris Redfield ever had the neck breaker. You stun them from the front with a headshot, and you walk up and press it, and Hunk just grabs them by the head and fucking twists their head all the way around with a 180, and they're dead. Anything that can be headshot, stun, hand-to-hand in the game, which includes chainsaw characters, Hunk can one-shot. Equipment-wise, that's one of the only things Hunk has going for him, is the neck breaker. He's got a custom version of the TMP, like it's an entirely different, like, in-game model for it and everything. Different stock, different gun shape, different stats and everything. And it's called the custom TMP. But he only has that for a gun, and then I think, like, some grenades. I think he has frag grenades and maybe some flash grenades. And then he doesn't even get a knife. And he only gets the custom TMP and a handful of grenades. And when you're in the Mercenaries, there's no way to get other weapons. You get whatever your character brings in, and then you get more ammo for those same things. Which means you only get TMP ammo for him and the occasional grenade. Which makes his ammo simpler to manage, because you only have to worry about getting TMP ammo. But you also end up having to waste ammo to open crates for more ammo and shit, because he doesn't have a knife. So you have to shoot barrels and stuff open instead of knifing them.
Oh, are you fucking... That was some bullshit.
Yeah, because of his neck breaker, Hunk's one of the top Mercenaries characters, and then Krauser and Wesker are the other two that are pretty high end. Because Wesker is one of the Mercenaries characters. Who has extremely powerful hand-to-hand because it's Wesker, and he's superhuman. And he gets the Killer 7 Magnum, I think some grenades, and I think he gets, I'm not entirely certain, I think he gets the semi-auto sniper rifle. And then another sweet thing he gets is he gets a custom version of the Silver Ghost handgun that Leon starts with. It comes with a suppressor on it. It's got a custom attachment for that gun that's a suppressor, which only Wesker gets in the Mercenaries. You can't get that custom attachment in the main game. But the suppressor actually works. Enemies won't know you're there. And it also increases the accuracy and the critical headshot damage of the Silver Ghost even more with the suppressor on it. Which you can remove the suppressor if you want, if you don't like suppressed weapons, which I don't, but it's worth the trade-off of having to deal with having a stupid gay suppressor for the increased critical headshot damage.
Right.
But Wesker's main headshot hand-to-hand move is his patented fucking Cobra Strike, where he does the palm punch. Which is also basically a one-shot kill on almost everything.
Hide.
And a near one-shot kill on other things. And it also, when it hits an enemy, it sends them flying backwards at like Mach 80 through the air, and they'll collide with other enemies and take them out. And then you got Krauser, who's a pretty unbeatable fucking mercenaries character. He's probably the most OP one. He gets the most powerful knife in the game, with good attacks for it. Like, he holds it in a reverse grip, which is kind of idiotic in real life. But the way that it attacks from the reverse grip is kind of interesting, because it makes it look like you have to be closer to them than normal, but you actually get to be a little further away than normal because his knife's so fucking big, and it does a lot of damage. And then he's got all of his hand-to-hand moves are extremely powerful. You generally one-shot kills, including his fucking grappled one when you have to shake the enemy off. He insta-kills with that every time.
Oh, shit. I should not have jumped down.
And then he's only got flash grenades for like a support weapon. And his only actual weapon he has is longbow, or his compound bow from the campaign. The only breed he uses from the campaign. But you get his bow. You don't get the explosive arrows like he uses. You just get regular ones. But his bow is a one-shot kill, even to the body. And unlike Sheva's stupid-ass fucking bow in Resident Evil 5, his actually has a laser sight and some good range on it. The downside is that it is a bow, so it's a little slower fire rate than a gun. But Krauser's tough, so you're pretty fine with it. And then he gets his super fucking T. Veronica virus infused arm blade thing that he can summon. You can use that in the Mercenaries when you play as him too. Periodically it'll charge up where you can activate it to be an instant melee kill on anything in front of you. Even boss enemies that aren't even hand-to-handable will die in one shot from Krauser's arm blade.
Nice.
But those are the three badass Mercenaries characters. The other two suck to have to try and... Because to unlock all of them, and you have to get a 5-star rating, or a 4-star rating on the stage, and it unlocks a character for that stage, but you have to start out with certain stages. So, the only Mercenaries character you start with is Leon, and he's like the worst Mercenaries character. It's just his gear sucks. His hand-to-hand is pretty much the weakest, and his guns are crap, and you don't get a lot of ammo. It's really hard to do well with Leon in the Mercenaries. It's like, it sucks because he's the main character of the game, and it doesn't really feel like that when you go into the main game. It feels like Leon's a capable agent, but in the Mercenaries he just feels like ass. Especially compared to the other characters in Mercenaries. He gets like the Blacktail handgun, which I'm not a fan of at all. It's probably my least favorite handgun. And he gets the Riot Gun shotgun, which is my favorite shotgun, but he doesn't get it upgraded properly. And then you get like a couple random grenades, like incendiaries, I think. And then that's it. You don't even get much ammo for the Riot Gun and the fucking Blacktail. And then you have the weakest knife and the weakest hand-to-hand.
That sucks.
So it makes
I like Leon.
Makes him an extreme pain in the ass to do well with in the Mercenaries. And then the other one that you unlock, the first one you unlock, technically the first one you get is Leon. The first one you unlock is Ada, and she sucks too. It's a toss-up between her and Leon, really, but I would say she's a little better gear-wise than Leon. You get more options. But her hand-to-hand is roughly as shitty as his. Her knife is actually worse. But she gets a little better gun loadout. She gets a semi-auto sniper rifle, which sniper rifles have never been good for Mercenaries, but it's okay for taking bosses out, something Leon can't do at all. And I know she gets a TMP without the stock, but still a TMP. It's better for crowd control and fucking damage